Junripsua. Knyom Chimua James. Nigu Ombi Chivit Robo Knyom Now Protia Kampuchea. My mum, dad and I moved from Australia to Cambodia to live here for 1 year. We love Cambodia and encourage you to come and visit. To inspire you, I'll be showing you the beautiful things to see, best things to eat, and fun things to do. Cambodia is a country located in Southeast Asia between Vietnam, Laos, and Thailand. Cambodia's population is around 15 million people and consists of 24 provinces. My house is situated in Siem Reap. Siem Reap is widely known for its ancient temples, most famously Angkor Wat, which attracts more than 3 million tourists a year. Angkor Wat was built in the early 12th century and is the largest religious monument in the world. All of the temples are very cool, and I live just 11 kilometers from most of them. The soil here is red, and during dry season the wind whips up large red clouds of dust, which settle and coat just about everything. I can't wait for wet season to bring the rain and wash the dust away, turning the countryside from dry red to lush green. The road near my house is currently going under a lot of construction. This makes traffic slow, dusty, and noisy. Few areas outside of the city are lucky enough to have paved roads, and the people living here don't mind the disruption while this new road is finished. Just next to this is a small school. In Cambodia, it is harder for children to go to school, as some of them have to work to help support their family. Kids in Cambodia go to Khmer school for 2 hours a day, and some kids also go to English school. Boys that cannot afford to go to school can live with the Buddhist monks at the temples and receive food, a bed, and education. Cambodian people are very religious and support the monks and temples by giving daily donations of food and money. It is common for boys to become a monk for a few years while they receive education, after which they leave the monastery and find work, or maybe raise a family. A temple in Cambodia is called a Wat, spelled W-A-T. This temple is located 1 kilometer from my house and is called Wat Chot. Many small ponds surround my house and are inhabited by water buffaloes. Teenagers or middle-aged men lead the packs around the fields to work. The ponds are also used for rice paddies by neighbouring houses. You could sit next to these paddies and watch the locals work the land, as it is quite amazing. It is also a good spot for stunning sunrises. It's well worth getting up early in the morning for these views. It's very peaceful watching the world go by. We live in a large 2-story house where I occupy the top floor, complete with my own veranda, and the views come for free. We were looking for a Khmer house fit for visitors and with some land around it. Unfortunately, well, not really, we had to get this Western house. It has over 100 plants to water every day, mostly chilies, pawpaws, and mangoes. I have 3 dogs, named Mimi, Toto, and Monno. Before we arrived, they only ate rice, but now they are Western dogs and eat dog biscuits. I play with them every day, and they like sitting with me while I lie in the hammock in the cabana. A lot of the time, we go bike riding. It is a 3-kilometer ride into town with a cold drink at the end. Whenever we go bike riding, we end up really sweaty and dusty, but it's good fun. It's really hot weather here, so if we want to do something, we have to do it early. When it's super hot, we go to West Baray, the local swimming hole. It's 11 kilometers from my house, but it's far quicker in the Jeep than our bikes. It's pretty cool swimming a man-made dam made over 1,000 years ago. The Angkorians were very clever with their irrigation, and this lake fed the ancient township and moat of Angkor Thom. The water is not very deep, but the sand is super sludgy. The locals rent a daybed and buy a barbecue chicken for lunch. It's a picnic Cambodian style. You could eat here for just $1 a day. One of my favourite foods is a pork roll from street vendors. It consists of a toasted baguette, a smear of apple sauce, slice of cucumber and shallot, a strip of chicken loaf, diced barbecue pork meat, a mysterious sweet and sour sauce, pickled vegetables made from shredded carrot and radish, and optional chili sauce. It cost 1,500 reals, or 35 cents. Another favourite Khmer food of mine is a Cambodian barbecue. Essentially, it is a gas burner on a table with a domed metal dish on which raw meat is placed on the sides to cook. Fresh veggies are cooked in the motive soup. Ostrich and frog were really nice. The majority of the time we eat at home though. Sometimes we have a veggie stir fry, and sometimes we even have an egg on top. And it's rice, rice, and more rice. Luckily though, I like soy sauce. I dream about roast, and lamb, and bacon. Bacon. Markets here are the locals' equivalent of Coles or Woolworths. You can find just about anything you need here, except hygiene, unfortunately. There are shoes, clothes, kitchenware, jewellery, meat that I don't want to know the name of, and vegetables. Everything at the market is cheaper than supermarkets, with a large bag of vegetables costing just $2, or a kilo of mangoes for just $1. Fruit shake, anyone? We get our water from a well on the property using an electric pump. Then we boil the water to kill any bad bacteria, and we have gotten used to the taste. It only makes us sick sometimes. Rubbish disposal is an ongoing issue in Cambodia. Often, there are just piles of rubbish on the side of the road or around houses. Plastic bags are a big problem as well. Often, rubbish scatters across the countryside and accumulates in waterways. We sort our rubbish. We burn what we can in a fire pit, we recycle what we can, and we reuse our water bottles. Often street kids collect recyclable rubbish and sell it for money. We take our bags of aluminium cans to them so they can earn a few dollars. For the Easter holidays, we go to the coast of southern Cambodia. Our first stop was Phnom Penh, the capital, to buy a jeep. The jeep we bought is an A1 army jeep and is extremely cool. I sit in the not so comfortable backseat and take in the scenery as we drive past. It was worth the bumpy, hot and long 5-hour drive to Kep, the most beautiful place in Cambodia in my opinion. Kep isn't very touristy yet, so it's unspoiled. It is famous for its crabs, and you can have fresh seafood at the crab markets. We first stayed at Jasmine Valley Eco Resort, where the accommodation is mud brick huts high in the trees. Solar power is key, and the surroundings are simply amazing. It is built on a mountainside with ocean views across to Koh Tonsay, or Rabbit Island. It is a great place to relax. We got a longboat out to Rabbit Island the next day and stayed in a bungalow on the beach. Being a few metres from the sea is great because it gives me the opportunity to swim whenever I like. Boats come and go and the sunset is breathtaking. From the islands to the mountains there is much to do, and there is a massive mountain called Bokor Hill. It is over 1 kilometre tall, but luckily the windy road is good. Just before the top there is a large waterfall, but as it is dry season we did not get to see it flow, but we saw the great drop where the water would cascade down instead. At the top there is an amazing view, well, apparently, but you can't see it when the clouds engulf you. It is ghost-like and a little bit scary, especially the old church hidden amongst the clouds. In the 1920s, the French built a luxury resort town on the very top of the mountain. Only the old casino and a French Catholic church remain. The French used to escape the heat and humidity of Phnom Penh by venturing up here. I just think it's weird seeing a Catholic church in a Buddhist country. It's weird being able to see buildings in front of you 1 second, and then the next, everything disappears. It's like being in another world. Back to Siem Reap. We're heading into low season now, and there are not many tourists in town. Monsoon rains are coming. Most days are taken up with schoolwork, Khmer lessons, driving around in the Jeep, or playing with my friends. It's a pretty amazing experience. I hope you've enjoyed me showing you the beautiful things to see, best things to eat, and fun things to do in Cambodia. You should come and visit us. It's great fun.
Until next time, Jinra Player. It's pretty cool.